How you doing? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Today we're going to talk about my EDCs for this year. My new CTS-XHP EDCs. The ones that I chose for this year. This one just came today. The Swift. The one I told you guys about. That'd be my last one. This is it. Just came today. The new DLC Swift 2. The CTS-XHP. This is the assistant folder from Cold Steel. It is absolutely beautiful. Looks just like I expect it to look. The tip looks strong. The grind looks like a saber type grind. It's flat from this part of the bevel of the blade, of the spine of the blade. It has a little swedge on it like the other two new models I have. Nice thumb rest. That's good. I like to use it when I close the knife. It's finished in black DLC. It almost looks like a real dark gun bluing with gold markings. The G10 scales are bead blasted in 3D form. I think they CNC cut these. I'm not sure the 3D scales, but they're done in 3D. They have like a little bit of an oval shape to them. It feels really comfortable in your hand. And the way that they bead blasted them out, sanded them down and bead blasted them out, brings out that sort of like, it looks like wood grain, even though it's not. It looks like a wood grain. That's just natural from the G10. Fit and finish on it are perfect. I'd say the quality of this one's on par with like a Benchmade. It's really beautiful. I'm trying to show you the liners. It has one stainless steel liner in it that's embedded into the G10 on the non-clip side. You have clips for both sides also. This is totally ambidextrous. I have it set up for right hand. This is the way it came from the factory. And the other side's full G10. And I assume the stainless steel liner in it, the purpose of that is because that's the flash tech lock. I think that's what they call it, flash tech. Yeah, flash tech. The flash tech spring assisted mechanism. The flash tech spring assisted mechanism. I think that's the stainless steel liner. It looks like it has a torsion spring or something in it. I don't know for sure. I haven't taken it apart. It has a 6061 heat treated aluminum backspacer. Stainless steel lock bar that's DLC coated. Dual thumb studs. It has really nice thumb studs. These don't have to be swapped around. So it's totally set up for ambidextrous people. You just have to use the other clip if you want to use, carry it the other way in your other pocket. When you put this in your pocket, I like to wear black jeans. It totally hides away. You don't see it at all. It's beautiful. That's why I like pocket knives to be. I don't like them to be seen. So it's totally concealable. What I would call totally concealable, and totally hides away. Perfect for EDC. To me, it's a perfect size for EDC too. It could serve every purpose, this size. Great utility knife. This blade is a great utility style blade. This type of spear point. I see that Andrew Demko tends to like this kind of blade type for most of his knives. If you look at his custom type knives, they most tend to have blades that are similar to this one. I think it's a great utility shape. And the point's in line with the pivot, so you know, it's great. I really like it. Been wanting to get a plain edge knife. This is my second plain edge knife, but the first one that I'm going to be able to EDC. The other one's the XL Espada with the DLC, and that one's too big for me to EDC. I just got that one because I really like it. That was one that was given to me from Cold Steel because I sent in Oz 8 one that I had an issue with, and they sent me back that one. I was really happy with that. Wasn't expecting that. This knife looks great. As far as function, I noticed that it likes to be pushed from the bottom of the thumb stud. When you do it like that, it's nice and fast. Sometimes when you go from the top part and you push it like you would maybe a normal thumb stud, it doesn't want to open all the way. Sometimes it does. When I first got it, it was stiff. I lubed it up, worked it around, you know, played with the blade, you know, worked it all in, got all worked in and stuff. Let it sit for a while. Then I took it with me when I had to go handle some business on the motorcycle. So I rode around in my pocket. It's nice and hot outside, about 100 degrees. And then I got home and it started flying up. I started messing with it and it's like, foo, foo. It was like, whoa. It's like, this thing is fast. So I suggest if you get one, it doesn't work right. What mine was doing, I was like pushing on the thumb stub. It would only open up halfway and it would stick. And it was like the spring wasn't strong enough or something or whatever. And so I tightened it up all the way, then backed it off about a half turn, and then I worked in the oil, and then I tightened it back down, backed it off about a quarter of a turn, and that's like where it centers out, where the blade sits center, and there's no wobble in the blade or anything like that. And it worked just fine after that. I did have to adjust it and lube it. So if you get one of these that doesn't work perfectly, that might be the reason why. See right there, I pushed it like a thumb stud. Let's see if I can get it to do that again. See? If you push it like a thumb stud, it's like it doesn't want to work right. But when you go underneath it, it works perfect. I like it. I don't really feel like I need an assisted opening knife. I've always carried manual knives, and so I'm a person that's not really an auto person, but you know, I just wanted one because this is the closest thing that we can carry to an auto in the state of California, is an assisted opening one that has to be operated by a thumb stud or a thumb plate to get the blade to open. Then it's considered a legal knife. If it has a button or something, then it's considered like a switchblade. I bought this one to be a utility knife. I needed a utility knife. The other two I got this year have serrated edges, and I don't really like to use serrated edge knives like utility knives. To me, these are good for like emergency purposes, like if you have to cut a seat belt, or, you know, if you come across somebody on the freeway or whatever that's trapped in a car, you can get in there and you can cut a seat belt really quick with that, or something like that. I think they make great, you know, serrated edges make great emergency knives, like when you have to cut through fibrous material like rope, on paracord, seat belts, anything like that. But one other thing I like about this, I can open and close it with one hand, just like I do with any normal Tri-Lite. I love the size of it. I love the knife. I love the shape. I love the way it looks. It's a great knife. Recommend it. But if you get one, you want to lube it. At least mine needed to be lubed. Maybe after Cold Steel sees this, maybe they'll make sure they're lubed before they send them out. But mine needed to be lubed. And once I lubed it, it functioned flawlessly. You know, every now and then it sticks. if I don't push on the thumb stud right. And once you come underneath the thumb stud, it works perfectly. Beautiful knife. Oh, and just one little tidbit for those of you that are HOG members, Harley-Davidson Owner Group's members of their motorcycle club. I'm a lifetime member since 1990. They have a real good article on Sportsters. And you know me, I'm a big Sportster fan, so I just thought I'd toss that out there. And that's for this month. All right. Oh, how much does it weigh? 4.6 ounces according to the magazine. And what we got here? .8 ounces. 4.8. 4.8 ounces. 4.6, 4.8. Close enough. I love it. New Cold Steel Swift 2. It'll be in my pocket. This will be my new utility knife. I'll be using this one for cutting chores. Everyday use. I'll let you know how the coating wears and how the mechanism works after, you know, long-term use. But so far I like it. Peace. Stiletto.